What's up, guys? This is Muddvain bringing you another video. It's been about a month probably. I got 1.7 update on the division. I don't know about y'all, but I'm kind of enjoying it. I mean, it hasn't changed a whole lot, but I just figured I'd take a second and kind of bring y'all up to speed if you haven't played the game yet, or if you're thinking about it, or you're thinking about re-downloading it, or whatever the possibilities are. I just wanted to bring up the global events have been entertaining, and I've enjoyed it. It's a different grind. I know it's the same missions, and it's kind of repetitive. Going back for classifieds gear when you already have the gear sets that you're talking about getting, just a little extra stats. Is it worth it? Let me tell you right now, it's worth the time. Even if you just stuck with a 4-piece or a 3-piece or a 2-piece and you used it with the Ninja Bike bag, the extra 250 stat points, I believe is what it is, for your firearms, stamina, or electronics, I would say it's worth every second of your grind. Now, it's a little different for me because I have time to grind and a lot of people don't. And I understand both sides of that story, that it should be easier, but then you want it to be challenging for the people that do enjoy the grind, like me, that I enjoy the difficulty. I have been running Hudson Refugee Camp, and you're going to see that here in a second, over and over and over and over, and every once in a while I'll throw in one of the other missions on challenging on the first contamination level, and I do it solo or with 2 people. When you go to 3 or 4, the time takes a little longer. If everybody's geared up and you got 4 guys that are completely geared up and you ready to blast through there, you can, and you will. But for me and a lot of my guys, it's easier for me to do it solo, or for me and Linty or some of my other guys, one to 2, 3 people at most. It just seems like the speed goes a little quicker to me. Anyways, moving on. Accommodations. I like them. I think that it's a neat little, gives you something to do, kind of like the cell phones and the storyline and stuff like that. I wish there was a little more story behind some of the accommodations, kind of like the storyline. But I realize the content is minimal and they're trying to just give you basically fill time and something to do during the game, not just shoot and kill and blah, blah, blah. There's more to it. And I enjoy the accommodations. The patches are cool customization. And that's about it for the accommodations. I mean, it's nothing super special, but it gives you something to do if that's something you enjoy doing as a PvE content player. And there is some PvP and Dark Zone patches and things and accommodations that you can get and obtain through PvP as well. So check those out if you haven't already. New customization. I'm not going to go into it a lot because there's not really much to go into. There's already been several YouTube videos from more popular YouTubers than me. Go check them out. I know Like Butter talks about it, and Marco Styles and stuff like that. A few other guys, I'm sure, too. New customization. I don't know why they said it's new. It's new because you can change it in the middle of the game, which should have been in the game to begin with, probably was even supposed to be a part of the game, and got pulled out to add later as new content and make it seem like it's something new. It's a cool thing now that you can go in and change and modify your characters if that's what you want to do, but to my knowledge, there's not much extra stuff there. There is a few new vanity gear items, I think, like in the encrypted caches, moving on again. I think it's pretty cool to be able to get some of that stuff based off of your time invested in the game, rather than having to pay for everything. For those people that don't have the money to go spend, $20, $30 here and there to get new emotes or whatever, I completely get it, and that's cool. And I think a lot of people are going to appreciate that type of achievement, being able to get something out of the time that you put into a game, even if it's something small and it's randomized. I think you guys will enjoy that, so check that out. Classified gear. Awesome gear. I've enjoyed the final measure the most. I've used the Lone Star 6-piece, and I run currently in this mission you're going to see, or are seeing now. I'm running a final measure piece. 6-piece. All gear set. All the classified gear sets, right? The stats are all higher, obviously. All the base stats, like your firearm, stamina, electronics. As far as I know, all the stats on all your, crit chance, crit damage, skill power, health, all that, that's all the same. Your armors are all the same. So really the only difference is the extra firearms or electronics, unless you're crazy enough to run stamina. And then Last Stand mode, I've ran a couple games in Last Stand. It didn't really seem all that different. It neutralizes everything, so you can have your 6-piece on, but the benefits of having the 6-piece on is not there. Other than the, bonuses you get. You get the bonuses, which is great. But as far as having higher stats and being able to be higher than everybody in Last Stand, that's not the way it works. They're going to balance your numbers out, and everybody across the board is going to have the same numbers. So Last Stand really hasn't changed a whole lot unless you have a 6-piece and you're running those extra bonuses. Let's see. Moving on. For grinding for the GE points, I'm going to do Hudson Refugee Camp here in a second. Or I'm already doing it in the video. In my opinion, that's the go-to mission. You can repetitively just go. My advice would be empty your bag as empty as you can get it. Pick up everything as you go, and just keep moving. Don't worry about going to vendors, reloading. There's plenty of ammo boxes, med kits you should pick up throughout the missions. If you're running by yourself, you shouldn't need a whole lot. Make sure you're running it on challenging with the first contamination event portion. Don't do the second outbreak and the third outbreak. It's not worth your time. The extra 150 points credits is not worth it. Almost doubles the length of the game. I know on PC, Marco Styles suggests doing Clear Sky, and I would probably agree. If you can land those headshots, man, you could blast through that thing. It'd be awesome, probably, with a good team of 4. But unfortunately, so many of us don't have teams of 4 to run. So here in 1.7, to me, it makes more sense just to do missions, even if you'd rather do Lexington Event Center, or I think that's the name of it. But you can do that mission. Whatever's the quickest mission that you have achieved your best time in, that's the one you should just go and just continuously run the same mission over and over and over again. I know it's repetitive, but it's a grind. That's an RNG game. And that's what we're here for, right? Anyways, this has been my review of 1.7. I personally have enjoyed it, and I'm still enjoying it. I hope they keep around some of the global event contaminated stuff at some point. Maybe not next week or the week after, but I hope they bring some of that stuff back and give us some of those options and give us the ability to manipulate, the way the missions are played. That's what kind of kept Underground kind of cool for a while, was the fact that you could go into those missions and change and do little different things and make it a little more challenging for the more challenging players, where if you're running solo, you could adjust it and make it a little simpler for while you're solo, But anyways, this has been Muddvain. Hope y'all enjoyed. Please click that like and subscribe button. We'll check you out later. Thanks.